Hey, so we're back again after quite a long time. I haven't actually looked up exactly how long it was since I uploaded a video, but I'm sure it's quite a long time ago. Yeah, so I'm playing FTB Continuum at the moment. Yeah, I've left the Project Ozone 2. Whoops, I shouldn't have done that. Alone because I know now that the projects that I was going with in that pack was just too much, too big, and so trying to do anything in there, everything's too unwieldy. It would take too much effort to set everything up differently than it is. So yeah, I haven't had any motivation to go back to it. If I ever did Project Ozone 2 again, I'll probably just start a new one from the beginning. But I think I'm learning a lot from this, so I'm hoping I'll become a better player. And yeah, maybe if Project Ozone 3 is still not out by the time I get to the end or get bored of this, then I'll have another go at Project Ozone 2. Yeah, so I'm already quite a bit through, well, not quite a bit, but I've already started. It's got a couple more tasks on here to do which require a lot more resources than I'm willing to put in. Same with here. Actually, I don't have that much diamond anymore, but I'm about to do some huge mining sessions, so I will have some diamond. I should be able to make this now. I might be able to make that on camera. This definitely not. I don't know why they have it here, but that item is normally super easy to make, and it is super hard to make in this pack. I just got 2 quests here that I can do. These other ones require some of the other quests. Mainly this one, Hera to Thera. So once I've done that one, it should it'll unlock that one and that one, which I think will basically give us the ability to do all the rest of these. So yeah, so some of these base quests, we have the EFAB machine, which is the new way to do crafting in modded Minecraft. Setting up smeltery, starting up with some power and the infusion. Is it empowering? Yeah, empowerer. So what I've done is I've decided to go with a tower. So this was my initial base. Used to be an underground cave system, and I put it up, had a few systems going in here, and that's where my smelter used to be. That's where the coke oven used to be, and this is the mines down there. Yeah, so I've since moved, or mainly moved. I've still got some stuff in here. Out here to a tower. So I'll explain this stuff here, seeing as we're around here. Obviously I got a nether portal there. We've got some beehives going so that I can get some honeycombs and some drones. I'm currently breeding a silver lime tree with a hill cherry tree in order to get common walnut saplings. So I've got 2 so far. I need another 2. I don't have the glasses on right now, so I can't see the pollinated leaves. So these are apiaries, which differ from the beehives, or bee houses I think they're called. in that these are more for mutating the bees, whereas the other one's for... Okay, so I've got some common drones. I'll have to come through it. I'm still really new to bees, so having a really hard time trying to figure out. We've got common princess. I think that's exactly what I needed. And then I need some cultivated. Basically, one of the bees I'm trying to get to. If you don't know about bees, it's kind of like another way of resource gathering. So, for example, a rainbow bee will give you dyes as produce. A lot of other different bees give you different things like all the ores and stuff, different metals and things like that. So it's a system I want to get into and get familiar with, even though even looking forward to Project Ozone 3, I don't think they're going to have any of this bee stuff, but it's something I've been interested in, and if I get into more other packs that aren't Skyblocks, then I'll probably get more interested into the bees and things. But anyway, it's got this whole breeding system, so the thing I need to do at the moment is I just got that common princess, and I've got some cultivated drones, I think, so I can get the student, and then from student with a common I can get a graduate, and then graduate I can get the artistic, and then I have to look at getting a PhD one. So it's gonna be interesting. This was my initial garden, and I'm still looking for a lot more. I just haven't bothered to do anything about removing it or anything. It's starting to get night. So let's start with the bottom. Just over here, I just saw that there is some that's what I want. I need to figure out how to stop the items flowing. Anyway, I've got 9 ender pearls there, so I actually grab those. So what I've got here is just a standard Cursed Earth mob farm, and you can't really see it too much, but there's fans in there and that's what's blowing. So if you go here, getting blown over, and then we've got a blaze farm here that we grab the spawner from the nether and put it in there, and that's using water to push them instead of the fans, and that gives us blaze rods. So I just need to kind of clean this up a little bit, put a floor on it, and keep digging down. So the next floor we have, right above it, is my tree farm, which is full. I guess they're all full too, so need to... Well, I think soon I'll be able to do a less manual way of coming in and remembering to empty out all the storage and stuff. So this is the floor above that. This is where a lot of the contraptions are at the moment. So there's the clockwork generator, which is the first generator for power you get. You hit it once, and then we've got the atomic reconstructor from actually additions. Probably see me using a lot of these sorts of things. For example, we have the tree fluid extractor, which you put a block in front of it, a block of wood, and it slowly eats up the block of wood and extracts latex from it. So I'm using the actually additions laser relays at the moment. They're the first kind of system of transporting stuff that you get. So the red is the power, so it's sucking power from there, and blue is liquids. So we're pushing the latex over into this tank, which now has 8.6 buckets of latex. So this is the EFAB machine that is a multi-block system. So when you build these tanks and these steam engines and pipes and stuff next to it, it all hooks into the system so that you can craft different things. Like the tanks let you craft recipes that require liquids, and there's a boiler which requires you to use steam, and then I don't know if it's the last, but at least the next system that I'll be adding is to allow you to use RF power. So once I can do that, then that opens up a lot more crafting recipes for me. That looks like a EFAB thing as well, and that does too. So yeah, maybe there's a few more other things to go, but we'll get there. The main thing is I've opened up all these quests for all these little machines and things to try and get them all built and see what they do and where they fit, because we've got things like the press and the crusher and stuff, and they pretty much are obsolete as soon as you get some of these things that can do that. Like pulverizer and things. So I don't know if I can. That's a grinder, but I don't think that does exactly what a pulverizer does. So they might have set it up so that some of these earlier machines are useful for a long time. But yeah, simple storage system. Recently been able to put a drawer controller on it, compressing some cobble when I get it in. Yeah, just kind of various stuff I've been keeping. If we go up to the next level above that, this is some of my ore processing stuff. So I've added the smeltery here. As you can see, I've done slight automations where I can, adding hoppers and chests and things. I need to. That's a trash can. So we've got the faucet on here that you can use to pour liquids out. It's very slow though. As soon as you can, you would replace it with liquid pipes that will work a lot faster. But I know from experience that turning coal into coal coke produces a lot more creosote oil than you'll need. So I've been trashing some of it, but at the moment I've run out of creosote oil, so I need to store that stuff there in a tank. And then this is the blast furnace for doing the making steel. And we also have this kiln that's for creating alloys, but because it uses up coal to do it, for me it's been a lot more convenient to just put everything into the smeltery. Yeah, so we've got the press, which can do gears and plates and wires and things. And then we've got our crusher, which will, I just pulverized some coal. Have we got anything to... Yeah, got nothing to pulverize, but yeah, anyway, you put it in the top and it automatically pushes it out there. There's the power, and so this is the empowerer. You put an item on each of the stands and then one in the middle, and it uses power to craft them into an item. As you can see here, this is where the power comes down. I've got a little battery in there, and that's where the power is for the level below where it came out. So if we go up one more, we've got our water wheel. I need to finish up, so I haven't finished the glass there, and I've planned to put another one here. And also this is going to get completely filled in with these batteries, so that I can store a lot of power, so that if I ever need significant amounts, I know that I've got it on hand, because these things are quite slow, these wheels, and you're not always using huge amounts of power, so having a huge battery that you can rely on when you're doing big crafting sessions and stuff goes a long way towards helping you until you get bigger power systems that can generate a lot more power, like nuclear power plants and stuff like that. Yeah, so the main thing is just all the resources and stuff that this takes to create. And then the top that we started was the where I've put the garden. So I'm just growing some tomatoes, some beets, some tea, because I've got to have a cup of tea, some seaweed, because you can put this in a grinder and you get salt from it. Some soybeans, because you can put them in a presser and get soy milk, which can be used as milk. And then rice, because you can make rice balls out of them. So yeah, all quite handy things. The one thing I'm missing that I want 4 lettuce right here, because then I can use the tomato and the lettuce in a salad. So yes, I haven't really sorted my food properly yet. I've just been going with whatever I've gotten, and the loot boxes in this mod pack aren't very they're not crazy like they were in Project Ozone 2. You can, as far as I can tell, they're all kind of just average useful stuff in general. So you know, you get things that you'll use a lot more often than you used to in Project Ozone 2, but you also don't have that chance of getting something super awesome like a really OP weapon or some crazy material from late game or anything like that. So a couple of things I haven't or weren't in Project Ozone 2 that I'm using is we've got a market and a shipping bin. So I think these are new with the new version of Pam's Harvestcraft. I don't think they're previously in here. So what this is I can use emeralds to buy different seeds. So instead of having to go out and try and find them all, I can grab them from here. So if I want lettuce, I can go through and look for lettuce there, or you know, I can go out and find the little Pam's Harvestcraft things. I can see some over there, the little bushes that you break and they give you the plants. If I don't want to waste my time with that, because there's all sorts of different ones, so you need to find the right types of bushes to find, I can just grab them there. And then this is kind of the opposite, where you sell a stack of food for an emerald. So that's what we'll be doing with corn. So that's corn, put my 64 corn in. There we go, emerald, got another emerald. So I've just been doing that for a bit. The corn's going to be real useful later, but for the moment, I've just been gaining some emeralds for it because I need some emeralds. This is just a whole bunch of items that I've been using and things. So yeah, so that's time to sleep again already. This has been the main thing. I guess one thing that I haven't shown you is my pigman farm. So previously I had this chunk loaded so that it was going all the time, but I've gotten heaps of gold out of it now. Gold is not nearly as rare as it was, so I don't need to do that. The one thing actually, if we come through the proper way, it'll be a lot easier to see it. So the one issue with the nether here, as you can see, it's not even proper. It's only got 2 branches, whereas you have another 2 off either end. But I just wanted to do the 2 because the fans that push the pigment require gold itself, so I had 0 gold. I only had a couple of fans, so I was like, oh, okay, I'll do those 2 branches and then I'll go back up and do the other ones when I've got some more gold. But it works well enough that I haven't needed to do that, and certainly my need for gold is nowhere near as much as what it was right at the start. But yeah, you can hear that there was a nitro creeper which blows up when they die, and I don't know if there's really a way to stop that. I don't think they blow up the items or anything too much, because I still get heaps of items, but I do have to keep away from it because they do, it does hurt me. I have died from it if I'm standing too close, like if I'm trying to get stuff out of the chest and a couple of them drop, then yeah, they can easily kill me very quickly. But yeah. So yeah, there's that, and then my other one is Nether Fortress, which I have to use every now and then when I need some when I need stuff from the wither skeletons. I come here. I can't really see at the moment. It's too. It's the problem with the nether is it's too dark. So just a little bit of glare on my screen makes it very, very hard to see stuff. So what I will want to do before I actually go is to show my mining. So if we set back up, so I've got this drill, got these backpacks. So I've got a digging backpack and a mining backpack, and I've got drill, which has a drill mining augment. Actually, I should be able to make the silk touch one right now. So I've got 2 silky jewels there. The main thing I've been missing is string, so that's why I got a lot of flax growing out the front. Oh, 4 string off. So 3 string actually. If we quickly go down these, we can harvest the cotton anyway. We do. Yeah, so this will, the drill is from actually Additions as well, and it's a very good tool. I think it works. It does dirt and stone and everything. I'm not looking for all this. And it uses, instead of durability, it uses power. So it's very handy because this pickaxe that I've got is fairly expensive to keep up with the durability and repair it. So the things I don't have is the speed augments yet. Although I could. I've got 7 diamantine crystals. Yeah, we'll see. I might do them later. At the moment it isn't crazy. Let's get some more torches actually. Yeah, where are my torches? At the moment it's not crazy. Oh, slow. It's quite good. So some of the other things I've got is home mining and home lava. So lava is where I've been grabbing all my lava. Almost finished this little bit, and then that means I can kind of dig down a bit. So what you do is you and then you can mine it out, rinse and repeat. But yeah, so what we do, see how it does a 3x3, and now it's doing silk touch with the smooth stone. So just do F7, so we've got the thing. Torch down, keep going. So yeah, you can see how the speed upgrade would be nice, but it's not necessary. It might help a lot. It's still a very manual process. So just I'm looking at the mini map to see how far to go. Normally there isn't this much enemies to... Just depends on how many holes and caves and stuff you dig through. But yeah, it's... I completely had forgotten about the drill at the start, and there's a tinkerer's one called a hammer, which kind of does the same thing. But it's still durability, so it's not as good as this. So, yeah, if we have a look, you can see my inventory and you go, doesn't look like there's much there for all this that we've just dug. That's because we have our backpacks. So the digging backpack takes stone and cobblestone and dirt and gravel and sand and all that stuff that you don't really care about too much. And then the mining backpack takes all the nice stuff like the silver, the iron, the gold. So it gives you, you end up with a lot more space because of all that, and it's all nice and sorted so that you can get back. And I think you can get upgrades for the backpacks, which that is like a void upgrade. So especially for the digging backpack, as you're digging, you're only filling that up with stone, and when it gets filled up, it doesn't end up filling up your inventory, so you can go for a very long time mining and just grabbing the stuff that you want to grab. Which should be nice. Now I'm going to get out of here. Particularly need any redstone. Don't particularly need much coal either. Well, so I'm starting to get up to the place. Oops. Yeah. So we've got these two, Saxa X Vacui and Metal and X Vacui. So this one lets me get ores, and this one lets me get like dirt and stone and stuff. So I can build this, and it's a ore miner, but I think it only gives you certain ones, because there's different tiers all the way up to tier 6. So at tier 1 we will get coal, iron, copper, tin, aluminium, and apatite. So the main one that I want is diamond. It's the only thing that I'm really short on at the moment. So even if I built this void ore miner, it still wouldn't get it to me. But I definitely will be building it because copper and tin are very, very useful, and they're not found at this level that I'm mining at. So they've kind of mixed it up a bit, so things like copper is a lot higher in the world than the other ones, so you have to specifically be going into those higher places. You can't just come all the way down to y equals 11 like you can in vanilla Minecraft and find everything you want, which is good, but it does then mean that you're having to do a lot more mining, because sometimes you're mining high and sometimes you're mining low, depending on what you need. For example, I ran out of copper, so I needed to go back and there was. Yeah, so I had to find a mountain and just started digging into the side of the mountain because the copper's up at that level. But then that meant that I knew I wasn't going to find any diamonds or anything like that out there, which is when you really, really need some diamonds. It's a bit of a shame. That silver ore, the one that's glowing. Redstone ore also glows. Right, now we have to figure out how to get out of here. Yeah, if it wasn't for the pigment farm, I would have been very excited for that gold, but well, tungsten, interesting. There are a lot of ores here that are quite rare, so there's tungsten, iridium and platinum. There's also uranium, but I've found a bit of uranium. I don't know if I've been lucky or whether that's just how it's rarer, but it's not as rare or something like that. I still need lots of iron though, so it's good to I mean, nowadays with the amount of coal and stuff that I get, I probably don't need to be picking up my torches. At the beginning, you know, it's really important because you you don't have that much coal and stuff. You can't just, I think I'll leave it open, because if I'm using the stone, then I still need to know where. And then you go to across. And this, I should have done it. Still need that one to get with the drill, but so let's set home mining, because we're just a little bit further down. We go up to 2. And then I empty my digging backpack. I'm not sure how much stone I need. I know I need like compressed cobblestone and stuff, but this. So I'll be able to show you the grind now. Redstone. Yeah, tungsten. I'll put that there just because I don't know if putting it in the grinder is the best thing. And coal ore. Again, I don't know if putting coal ore in the grinder is the best thing, but I can do some more. Do some more automation as well, because I can go straight from, you can see there's some pulverized iron coming through now. I should be able to pipe straight from there up to here, into there. But we'll see, because I've got a few machines coming through, so I might end up, like I know there's one, it's called the electric furnace, which is, yeah, will smelt all the ingots with power, which is obviously a lot better resource for me to consume than lava or coal. So yeah, I'll be keen on getting that stuff set up so that I can just set up a furnace over here or something and pipe the items straight there. The furnace, and then that furnace pipes those items over to here. Or this one needs to be upgraded into like some drawers and stuff. But yeah, so that's the system at the moment. And I can just grab this iron, jump up here, pushes it into there. Iron takes a while to go, but then the redstone clock makes sure that it turns it all into ingots and goes through that process. Well, what I should have done first is put the drill in here. So this is the recharger. So I can just charge the drill up, and when it's finished charging, then I'm good to go. Yeah, so that's the process at the moment. I need a lot of diamonds, so I need to do a lot of mining to get that. It's good to be able to do all that mining and then come back and put everything into the machines that needs to go into the different machines and stuff, and then just go back out and know that when I get back, machines would have finished processing everything, and I'll just have a big stack of iron and gold and all sorts waiting for me. Yeah, so I normally put the drill in first because I know that it's going to take a little while to fill up. Mainly that's because the power that I'm getting is really slow at the moment. But you can also, I think I have one, yeah. You can have a battery. So I can put this in, and then that will add extra charge to the drill, so that when the drill starts using its power, the battery charges it up. So if we take that out before it's done, you can see it filled it up from here. If we put this in here now, it will fill up. But it's not particularly needed at the moment. I hate all this stuff. Because the drill lasts for about a mine shaft, which is handy for me. It doesn't need to last any more than that. The only way I would need it to last more is if I was doing either some major excavations. So maybe if I was doing this this tower shaft all the way down to bedrock, which I need to do because same as what the laser miner needs in Project Ozone 2, these things need to be have sight to bedrock. I don't know if they themselves need to be at any particular height. Most of the ones I've seen do it at the normal height on ground, but they dig a hole all the way down to bedrock for it to see. Most likely I will just dig all the way down to bedrock and have them sit at that bedrock layer and just let them go. But yeah, we'll see. So basically to make these machines actually take quite a lot of resources and a lot of different steps. So the main thing I want to do is start trying to automate these processes as much as I can. So the main thing is that is these electronic circuits. So if we have a look, so we've got this electronic circuit. So the current way I'm making it is with the Empowerer. It takes an iron plate, copper, gold, silicon, and redstone. It's fine. But I can also, this is a manual process. I don't believe there's any way to really automate it. I'd have to look it up actually to see. Because I think this is supposed to be the automated process. And it even requires copper cables, which require latex. The book, even the quest book, tells you that you'll need lots and lots of latex. So yeah, that's why I've been constantly putting logs in front of the thing and building up all my latex, because I know that at some point I'll need it. And then the thing is, if I'm using the EFAB thing, I'm pretty sure I can get that all automated, so I can just start spitting out heaps of these things. The other one is the advanced one, which requires a normal one plus some other materials, and again it's the same, except it uses insulated gold cable, which is easy enough to do, especially with the pigment farm. The fact that it's gold instead of copper is actually better for me because I've got a lot more gold than I do copper. But yeah, these are things that I want to get automated, because we're using a lot of refined iron, a lot of electronic circuits. So this is for one of the quests, not the furnace. So for this one, because I'm trying to get, this is the one that I need to get the power so that I can automatically start creating the circuits. This requires 34 standard machine casings. So if we have a look, each machine casing requires an electronic circuit, a basic machine frame, and refined iron plates. So this is a block of iron. These are all each one iron ingot. Therefore, this takes 15 iron ingots and 2 electronic circuits, and I need to make 34 for the thing, which is what, 16, because the recipe makes 2. So that's 16 blocks of iron. So I need to be able to have these processes in place where 16 blocks of iron doesn't sound like a massive thing to me, because at the moment it is a massive thing. Yeah, so that's the main thing I'm trying to do. I think the void ore miner will be a good one, because I can get iron from that, so at least I can start automating processing the iron I get from that into the refined iron to make all these machines. And yeah, just try to slowly work it out. Not try and go too fast, not try and push too far in the quests and forget about actually building up a base and infrastructure, which is the whole reason of doing these expert packs, is to make sure that you are actually building up infrastructure that will be the foundation that you use to do the next quests, which will build up more infrastructure, etc., etc. So yeah, as you can see, there's still a lot of quests to go, so yeah, certainly don't want to just start rushing this stuff. It's not like we get to this point and we're finished. Okay, so once I do this one, actually I can do a jetpack. That'll be interesting. But yeah, there's lots of stuff here that I haven't used before, and I need to work it out and get familiar with it. And yeah, because these things require a lot of resources, it took me a long time just to do these 4. And as you can see, there's a lot more other ones to do. So yeah, I'll just be working through that and seeing what to do next. So compact power, so that's the medium power cell. I know that requires 4 of the low power cells, which is the ones I made before. Yeah, so let's see, what's that? Oh, that's just information screen, so that one's probably a fairly easy one to do. But yeah, this is... Yeah, I think getting power onto the EFAB, getting the transfer pipes working instead of using all these lasers and stuff, and getting the tool forge, which will allow me to create the more advanced Tinker's tools, will be good. And yeah, so I'll probably just do a lot of mining and a lot of crafting of some of these base resources and things, like all this refined iron and stuff. Probably get the speed upgrades for my drill. I don't know when I can start doing automated crafting. Yeah, I might just craft a whole bunch of torches and stuff instead of picking up and cleaning up. And then what I'll do is, because if I'm going fast enough, I can just dig all the way down to the end of the tunnel, dig across a bit, and then turn back. So instead of trying to move across two and trying to be more efficient, if the drill goes quick enough, I can just blast through and just dig the whole thing out. I know I can upgrade these backpacks, so these currently have 15 slots. I know I can get 45 slot backpacks, so 3 times the size. And yeah, I'm pretty sure I can get like a void upgrade one for the digging backpack so that it doesn't overflow and just keeps sucking up stuff even though it's full, which will be really handy. And yeah, and then that's when the double battery will come in use, because then I can just keep mining and mining and mining, and I'm not picking up all the crap, I'm just picking up all the good stuff that I want. I believe there is a way, I'll have to read up about it, but I'm pretty sure with Actually Editions there's a way to transfer items, or maybe it's just transferring power to yourself remotely. But if I can, like a ender pouch or something, and then just keep putting all the ore and stuff into there, that would be fantastic. I haven't looked. Oh yeah, we do. So wool, that's fine, but this is not. What is this? Okay, so it requires resonant ender, which will require melting down ender pearls. That needs the power upgrade. That's fine. I think I can ender pearls. The magma crucible will make it. No, that just puts it into the centrifugal separator. That's another thermal expansion. So it might still be a ways off. Because those thermal expansion things are, I haven't even opened up that quest line. It's these. I think the magma crucible is there, yeah. So it requires machina, which requires more power. Which is actually this one. Okay, so as soon as I do that, that unlocks this quest line, which will then unlock the thing. So it might not be as far away as I thought, because that would be very cool to be able to just chuck it all into a pouch and know that that's hooked up to a maybe some storage drawers with all the ores and the ingots and stuff, which will get pulled off into like the crusher and the smeltery and things. Yeah, I think that'd be very cool, because I do like mining in Minecraft. I do enjoy in vanilla Minecraft getting to the point where you've got your enchanted armor, so you're basically immortal, and you can take quite a few hits, so you can't just get surprised and blown up or anything. And you've got your nice pickaxe with mending and things, and you just go down and you just grabbing heaps of diamonds and heaps of iron, and you know, you've got your fortune and your silk touch. It's very cool. I like that. I like that, especially if you've got some farms up top, you know, that are all growing stuff while you're down there, and you come up and you see you've got all your sugar canes done, and you know, you can breed some more cows and stuff. But yeah, so that'll be very good. That's the plan then, is to upgrade my drill, get the power upgrade for the EFAB for crafting stuff that needs RF, and getting the magma crucible so that I can get the ender pouch. Yeah, so we'll leave it there for today, and yeah, I don't know how often I'll do videos. I don't want to show you every little thing. This isn't, yeah, I don't want to show as much as I did in Project Ozone 2's kind of check in every now and then and stuff. It's, otherwise feel the pressure to have progress and stuff instead of like what I've been doing with this pack now is kind of just playing around and looking at items and going, oh, that looks interesting, and looking at what it does and how to figure it out, because I've got all the bees and stuff to do as well, which yeah, so I've been doing that on the side. So, but yeah, we'll see how I go. I think my approach to this is a lot better than how I approach Project Ozone 2, so I think I've learnt a bit from Project Ozone 2 and from playing this already, so yeah, it'll be interesting to see how it goes, especially as we push forward into more of the automated stuff, because as you can see right now, a lot of it's still very manual. Yeah, so see you next time.